Hello everybody. Today I'm going to teach you how to create your very own Google site. The first step is that you need to create a Google account. It's very simple. Just go to www.google.com and you can log in there. After you're logged in, you'll know by looking in the right hand corner. You can see that I have my username at gmail.com and that tells me that I'm logged in. And now this is the Google search page. In order to create the site, we need to go to the top left-hand corner, so I'm going to take my cursor over to the top, and there are tabs for Gmail, shopping, and so on. Notice that Sites is not listed, so what we need to do is click the More button. We will scroll down to under the word Documents. You'll see the word Sites, S-I-T-E-S. That's what we'll click. If you have already created a site before, you'll see it listed here. If you haven't, it'll just be a blank page. And either way, you can create a site, as many as you need to. So obviously I already have one, so I'm going to create a new one. And just by clicking this big red button, Create, it'll bring me to the part where I set up my template. Now you have options. I like to choose the blank template personally because I like to have control over the layout. But please remember that you do have options, so if you are not somebody that likes to be creative with that, you just want something that's already done that you can fill in, that's out there too. It'll save you time. There's classroom sites, and if you want to browse through a larger gallery, you just click this button here. It'll bring you to a huge gallery of templates. Now after you've chosen your template, and you can tell that I chose the blank template because it is outlined in red, you need to name your site. I usually name it something simple like Mrs. Joyce's assignment page. And then I'll just go ahead and scroll down, and there are a few more steps that you need to do. Right here they show you, Google will show you your new site, the URL that you can distribute out to your students, and it's got the name of the page that you just chose after sites.google.com/site/ the name of your website, which mine is Mrs. Joyce's assignments page. The next fun part is to select a theme. So you click Select a Theme. There is a variety of options just to fit anybody's personality. I personally like the clean line, so I usually pick something simple. I'll go with this time, I lost it. I'm going to scroll back down. I'm going to go with Slate. And then I'm going to scroll down again, keep scrolling down to the bottom, and you'll see the More options right here. And you're going to click More options and write a short site description. Mine is going to be 7th and 8th grade assignments. And then I'm going to scroll down a little bit more, and you have the Share With option. You may start with either making it a public site, which is what I did to begin with, or once you have established your site and your students all have Google logins, you can actually specify who you want to view the site, so you can keep it private, which is a good option if you're going to have students posting things. So for now I'm going to keep it public. And then lastly, you need to type in this little code. And I usually have a hard time because sometimes the letters are hard to decipher, so let's see if I can get it on the first try. After you type in the code, you'll go up to the big red button at the top here, right under the Google search. So after you click the big red Create button, it'll bring you to the home page of your site, and mine is Mrs. Joyce's assignment page. If you'd like to edit, then you will go to the top right hand corner, and if you aren't sure what these buttons mean, you can't remember which one's which, just hover over the button, don't click it, hover over the button, and notice that this one that looks like a pencil is your Edit Page button. So I'm going to choose that one, and it'll bring me to my editing page. And I have the option of changing my font, the font size, and if I want to make it bold, underline, and all that. I also have the option of inserting images, links, and so on. There's so many choices, which is why I love Google so much. And you can decide on the formatting, if you want to insert a table, or what type of layout you'd like for this one. I'm just going to type in a quick little welcome, and I'll add to that a little bit later. Always remember that after you make an edit, to go to the top right hand corner, find the blue button where it says Save, and click. Now you have a lot of other options that you can do to make your website interesting and exciting, which I'll talk about in another screencast next time. Just to end, I'd like to show you a sample of what a finished product looks like. This is my website that I use for my classroom. This is the home page right here. I have a calendar, you can see, and I added a new page for each class that I teach, and there are sub-pages under each, and I just have had such a great experience with Google Sites, and I hope that you'll have some fun exploring your new Google site as well. Thanks!